Hey guys, Dean Gearhart here, coming at you with another video. This week I'd like to share with you my 1952 Topps set, the progress I've made so far. It's been a while since I've done a binder review, and with this week's pickup, thought it'd be a good time to dive back into this set. So, um, for starters, it's a 407 card set. That's the base set. Cards 1 through 80 came in red or black back, which is something I really haven't uh, dove into too much. I've got red and some black, but I don't have, you know, card number 1 in red and black. Maybe later on down the road I'll dive into that, but my main goal was just to try to finish the set. Cards 311 through 407 are the high number series. They're bookended by 311 being the Mickey Mantle and card 407 being the Eddie Matthews. There are, I want to say there's 22 Hall of Famers, 22 to 24 Hall of Famers in the set. There's no duplicates, meaning there's only one of each player. 407 different cards, 407 different players, kind of thing. The high series, right now, between the high series and the low series, I need 72 more cards, of which I need 3 of the lower numbers, Willie Mays, Duke Snyder, and Yogi Berra. And then the other 69 are the high numbers I'm down to needing. So this set was Topps, I guess, first official set outside of the they had the 51 game piece, the red and blue back set, but this was like the one that got them on the map, and gave Bowman a run for their money. I don't know if the red and the black backs were intentional. I tend to think it had more to do with ink availability, but I could be wrong. In the high series, 311's Mickey Mantle, 312 is Jackie Robinson. You got a Roy Campanella. Hoyt Wilhelm is another expensive high number. Pee Wee Reese. But just about any card from the high series in like a grade of a 2 and up is going to be easily over $100. I think I've got, out of all the high numbers, I think I bought one. It was raw, and I paid, I want to say I paid $90 for it, and it's not in the greatest shape, but the high numbers are very pricey, and a lot of guys just go after cards 1 through 310 and forego the high series. The thinking behind the high series being tougher is it was the end of the season. Topps had a ton of them left over. It got into football season, and they decided to throw them into the ocean. That's what the common theory is on that. My thinking is it's just like any of the other high series. They're just in shorter print. And, you know, maybe they did throw them out. Who knows? None of the cards, in my estimation, looking at the cards, there's not one single card that you can't get out of this set. I mean, the scarcity is the money in your pocket. That's what is scarce about building this set, is having the money to be able to buy it. To you know, especially the high numbers, especially the Mantle. And what I find interesting about that is I see the Mantle card all the time. I don't see the Eddie Matthews card all the time. For every Eddie Matthews card I probably see 7 to 8 Mickey Mantles. Uh, the thing with the Mickey Mantle, though, is being a New York player, generally the New York cards are always sought after. I know PSA has a set registry for just, the Hall of Famers, so people go after just the Hall of Famers. You have player collectors, people just go after Mickey Mantle. So, of course, he's a lot more popular than Eddie Matthews is. But, like I said, I see a ton more Mickey Mantles than I do the Eddie Matthews. And even on YouTube, the 5 or 6 people I know that have the Mickey Mantle that show it, I only know of maybe 1 or 2 of those same people that have the Eddie Matthews. So that, to me, I think it's more scarce, but it's just not in demand. Uh, so, and I had a chance, a few years back, like everybody else, to shell out $5,000 or $6,000 to get a decent looking Mickey Mantle, but now that same one is more like 30 to 40,000. So I don't know if that card will ever be obtainable. And I know there's a lot of people out there that's they're down to the last 1 or 2 cards, and unfortunately the Mantle's the one they need. So we're all kind of in that same boat. So I so if anything ever were to come up cheap, it would be it would be almost like hitting the lottery if you stumbled onto it, like at a garage sale or something. But it's not to say it couldn't happen. It's just, I think you got to kind of have a game plan if you're going to finish this set. What are you going to do that? And right now, I myself don't really have that game plan, so I'm just plucking away at it and getting as close as I can to finishing it. It's a fun set. I mean, the pictures are beautiful, I think. The other interesting fact about this set, most of these guys have passed away. I think the last count, there was only 7 still living, and I think we just lost one not too long ago. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Willie Mays is the only Hall of Famer left out of this set that's still living. So, and I know of at least 2 Pirates, definitely. Vernon Law and Dick Groat are still alive. I don't know about, there might have been a third, but I don't know. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but there's Hall of Famer Larry Dolby. Just, just an iconic set, and, everybody throws that word around, but I mean, there's a lot of interesting things about it. Like, for example, this Johnny Bernardino, I think I'm saying that right. He was actually an actor. He played on General Hospital. He played Dr. Steve Hardy, actually. So you have people that aren't baseball card collectors per se, but they collect actors and actresses, and he would fall in that category. So the blank ones are the ones I have graded. Like I said, I'm just missing the 3. I'm going to speed this just a little bit. There's early win. Dodgers cost me a little bit more money, and obviously the Yankees cost a little bit more money. But on average, I'd say I'm probably at, last time I looked anyways, I was probably about $15 a card. Because you got to factor in the high numbers are going to pull these commons up. So here we are. This is my fake Mickey Mantle. And you do have to be careful with these because, like this one, it's not marked reprint or anything like that at all. And if you are kind of new to the game, this could almost pass off as a fake. But if you obviously can't feel it, but it feels different. The corners are much too rounded. It was definitely aged to look like it was older. But I paid $10 for this. I got it for a couple reasons. So my family knows what the Mantle card looks like. Gives them an idea anyways. But there's some other telltale signs, like on the bat, on an original one, on the bat there's some markings. um, I think on Mantle the E hooks differently, and there's some other things about the stitching. But like I said, if you can just feel that this is not a real one compared to the other cards. But now let me move this binder out of the way here, and these are my graded ones. Some of them I bought purposely graded, and others it just at the time it was a good price. And this is probably 10 years ago that I bought some of these. A couple Hall of Famers there, and they, like, it's a 5, it's a 4. I didn't set out, like I said, didn't set out to buy these graded. It just kind of worked out that way. Put a bid in on them and won them at that particular time. Now the high numbers, after buying a couple, I decided that I wanted to buy them graded, just for that added peace of mind, knowing that you know, you're going to spend a couple $100 on these things. You know that you're getting what you're paying for, basically. So, and my high numbers range anywhere from like a 2 to all the way to like a 4.5 on this one. And this is one of my favorite ones. I love the horizontal cards in this set. And the one I picked up this week, which I'll show here in a minute, is the most so far that I've spent on a high number. So, like I said, most of these are anywhere from like 125 up to, well, including the one I bought, almost $250 each. So, now I know on some of the Facebook groups, if I reached out to people, I could probably get some of these a little better. I've been trying to buy them from the same seller, so, and a couple I've bought on best offers, and after, you know, doing some comparing, I'm right in the realm, right in the ballpark of what they should cost. My original intent was to get 3s, but some of the 2s and the 2.5s look just as good as a 3. So there's the other one of my favorites, a horizontal one. There's a couple other ones that are up there in price. Tony I think Bercherome, I think I'm saying that right, for the Pirates. His card carries a premium. I've heard different stories. One that his family buys them up, and the other it was just a shorter printed thing. But I don't really think it's a shorter printed thing. I think it's more somebody's hoarding them. This is the first one I bought. This is the only one that I paid under $100 for, and you can see that all the, it's like scuffing, snowing. But Hoyt Wilhelm's pretty expensive. This Bill Dickey's usually pretty high. I got a good price on this because it has a pinhole here, but Bill Dickey usually run you $300-400, and I think I got this on an auction for around $150. So I was pretty happy with that one because this, like I said, this one's usually $300 and up. And then this is the one I got this week. It's one of my favorites, Smokey Burgess. There's a little bit of paper lost there, and there's a little little bit of issues at the top here. That's what makes it a 2. It's centered pretty good. That's the big thing on these, is centering. I just love that picture. It almost looks like he's a bug with these old catcher's outfits. And I highly doubt that padding did much. But I guess you work with what you have at the time. And here's the back. Just a little bit of an issue right around underneath the batting record there under home. Looks like home runs. Yeah, home runs. A little bit of paper issue there, but and then that's a pencil or something here. But overall, I was really happy with this. Like I said, mainly for the centering. And I've been looking for this card and finally pulled the trigger on it and did a best offer, and they did a counter offer, and so we went from there. So, but that is my 1952 set where it stands right now, and I plan to do some more deep dives into my sets and partial sets. It's been a while since I've touched base with some of these. I know most of my videos I just show you what I've picked up recently, but I think it's good to revisit projects from the past. And the only other thing I got, and I don't remember if I've showed this or not, but this is the Whitey Ford beer can that I needed. And shout out to Don from Don's Filled Dreams, because he's the one that found this for me, let me know where it was, and I picked it up the next day. So thanks, Don, for the heads up on that. So that set is complete, although that was a pretty easy set to accomplish. It was only 4 cans. So, but that's all I got for now, guys. I know this has been a long video, but I hope you guys enjoy it and have a good evening. Thanks.